This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for tuning in this morning. I am wishing for everyone a wonderful, wonderful day. And in the news this morning, JLP loses local key organizer in Trelawney bus crash. The ruling Jamaica Labour Party has lost a key organizer in St. Ann in the run-up to the local government elections, with the death of 32-year-old Michael Thompson in Saturday's bus crash in Trelawney. Thompson was the party's deputy chairman of the Beechertown division in St. Ann and a key supporter of the expected JLP candidate for the local government election, Natalie Wilmot. He was also a member of the JLP affiliate group Generation 2000. I actually was in bed when I got a phone call from one of my supporters in the Rocky Hill community that was about after 6 o'clock. Wilmot told the news from the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James, where delegates of the JLP were meeting. Wilmot said she decided not to speculate and called the hotel where Thompson was employed to inquire. The person said to me, "Are you sitting or are you standing?" I said to her, "I'm already seated." And from there it was just the morning, you know, she said. Wilmot said Thompson worked with her mother, who was JLP candidate for the Beechertown division in the last local government election, and when her mother stepped down, she took up the position with Thompson staying on to help her. He was very dedicated. Once you call him, he would make every effort to assist me on the road. He was a dedicated, hardworking individual, she said. Thompson and another St. Ann resident, 28-year-old Reese Anderson of Lilyfield Bamboo, died after the bus they were traveling in from Oterios to work at the Excellence Oyster Bay Hotel in Cooper's Pen, Trelawney, crashed into a truck parked along the Bracomine Road. More than 8 people were injured in the accident. Pathways flock continue to meet secretly, awaiting resurrection of controversial leader. For Patricia to ever accept that Kevin Smith, the late leader of Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries, is dead, she would have had to witness the reported cremation of the body of the man herself. Likening Smith to Jesus Christ, Patricia is confident that the controversial clergyman who presided over a bloody ritual at the Montego Bay St. James Church just over a year ago, in which 3 persons died, will soon return to lead his flock once again. And they continue to gather in secret as they await his resurrection. His Excellency told us that we would face a prosecution and that he would be mocked and scourged. But mark my word, my leader is not dead. Just wait and see, Patricia, who sells clothing at Sam Sharp Square, told the news last week. She has not been back to the Albion Road property, where she worshipped for over 7 years, since that fateful night on October 17 last year. But devoted members continue to worship at an undisclosed location, revealing that she was among those waiting to enter the compound that night of the Ark ritual. Patricia suddenly went silent when pressed for details. In that ritual, 2 congregants, 39-year-old Tanika Gardner and 38-year-old Michael Scott, were reportedly murdered. A third person, 18-year-old Kevon Plummer, was shot dead by the police when he reportedly attacked cops with a machete as they entered the compound to bring an end to the bloody mayhem. Church member Andre Ruddock is currently before the court charged with Gardner's murder. In a shocking twist, a week after the incident, Smith died in a motor vehicle accident while being transported by the police from St. James to Kingston. Constable Orlando Irons also lost his life in the accident. Smith's body was reportedly cremated in St. James and the ashes brought back to his hometown of Glencoe, St. Catherine. But Patricia and other Pathways members have refused to accept that the man they called His Excellency is dead. He will be back, just to wait and see, Patricia repeated. A recent trip by the news team to the once vibrant church revealed a deserted property overgrown with bushes. There was no sign that any activity had taken place there in recent times. Inside the building, broken furniture and debris littered what was once hailed by its members as a majestic temple packed with congregants seeking spiritual healing and a change of fortune. As the team ventured throughout the abandoned compound, the fate of which remains uncertain, curious stares followed. an elderly couple soon inquired about the purpose of the news team's visit. The wife, a Pathways devotee, is also looking forward to Smith's return. "You think a man who healed people all his life, make the cripple walk, the dumb talk, and the blind see, can just die like that?" The elderly woman quipped. "We know that a simple accident can't take his life, so we still meet and praise God as we await the coming of His Excellency." Refusing to reveal details about the secret gathering, the elderly woman said the ministry is on the rebound, with plans to resume worship at the to-be-restored Albion Road property under the guidance of a recently ordained pastor who will shepherd them until Smith's return. But her husband did not share her views. "Kevin Smith," he said, "reap what him sow. I can tell you that our pastor should have been dead a long time. Look at the compound. Not even a bird fly over it. Not even a single dog, nor a goat. Even a blind man can see that the place is cursed." He told the news to the annoyance of his spouse. The husband said the property should not be returned to the congregation, but instead be transformed into a police station. Smith had claimed to be the youngest Jamaican-born bishop in Jamaica's church history and openly spewed controversial utterances, including forbidding his flock to take the COVID-19 vaccination. His followers were from all social strata, rich, poor and middle class, educated and uneducated, unemployed and employed, and included doctors, lawyers, educators, and members of the security forces. His multi-million-dollar empire was supported by the contribution and the sacrificial giving of his devoted followers, which maintained his luxurious lifestyle that included properties at the Palms at Richmond in St. Anne, the Gemstone Estates Villa at Hatfield Meadows in Coral Gardens, St. James, his Dorchester Drive home in Ironshore, Montego Bay, and the Albion Road-based church established on at least 1 acre property, which he was in the process of fully acquiring. Weekly services at Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries and the consultation sessions with Smith reportedly pulled in an estimated $1 million per week. Pathways members were charged a fee of $500 for adults and $100 for children for the monthly Miracle Covenant seed for the church's ministerial upliftment. They also paid tithes, offerings, covenant seeds, or other special contributions as requested by Smith. Membership cards also came at a cost, with adults and the children paying $500 and $100 respectively, while widows were charged $200. Members were also encouraged to donate food items, clothing, and various supplies towards outreach programs. Smith also lent money to members at an interest rate of 15% and even began to explore the idea of establishing an informal lending business, documents found at the church after the incident revealed. The organization operated a farm which had poultry, goats, rabbits, and cattle. Items such as eggs were sold to members. Smith also sold DVD recordings of his services at a cost of $200. Members of Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries were reportedly instructed to take out life insurance policies, naming Kevin Smith as the benefactor. They were immediately contacted if their life insurance policies under his management were in arrears. Some members became so enamored with the pastor that they reportedly removed their family members as beneficiaries, naming Smith instead. Tanika Gardner, a devoted member of the religious group, whose throat was slashed during the ritual, was reported to have removed her son and her mother as beneficiaries from her policy and named Smith as the recipient. However, after Tanika's death, her father, Septimus Gardner, said the police told him that the process was not completed. But after fighting for close to a year to receive the payment, the Gardner family has now given up. Her sister, Shelana Gardner, who is acting with a power of attorney for the family, has repeatedly tried without success to access the claim from Appliance Traders Limited, the company to which Tanika was employed, and the insurer's Guardian Life, only being told that disclosures could only be made to the beneficiary. Although she refuses to accept that Tanika would have signed over the policy to Smith, Shelana said they have all but accepted that they were not the beneficiaries and have abandoned the plans to retain an attorney due to financial constraints. Financially, we can't manage it because we have to be focused on our mother's health, so at this time we don't even care again, Shelana, who said she used all her savings of over $450,000 to cover Tanika's funeral expenses, told the news last week. "I really don't care anymore. December will be 1 year that we submitted the burial papers to ATL, and we have not heard a word from them. They told us to carry documents and said that the beneficiary would be contacted when it is appropriate, but I have to just accept it as a loss. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.